So this is Damascus Gate. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember, but almost 10 years ago, one of the first people that was on my vlog was Leia, and we got our ears pierced together, and Leia is now in the Holy City. Hey. I told you I'd give you an update on my ultrasound. Turns out it was a abscess. It was infected. Some of you guessed correctly, and so we took out the infection, and I took antibiotics, and there's just like whatever is left of it they have to take out through plastic surgery, but it's not urgent. It doesn't hurt anymore. Everything's good. I'm getting better. Both of us are not sick anymore, thank God. Everything is all good. I have a few more errands to run in the Old City, so hopefully I'll share a little more. Wow, it is so quiet here today. Hello. There's like nobody here, and the shops are closed. Most of the shops are closed. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah? Yeah, it's mostly closed. So it turns out everything was open. They're just opening up because it's the morning. So like they just take time to open in the mornings in the Old City. All these shops. Yes! Check out this gorgeous view. Imagine sitting here having a coffee, and right underneath is the street. It's a very, very busy street right underneath it. So I know about this place from a friend. Shout out David if you are watching this. So it's just like a really quiet place in the middle of a really busy the really busy Muslim quarter. So if you hear, there's all the sounds from the street and it's really loud, but here within these grounds it's very quiet and peaceful, and there's like no one sitting around me. I'm able to talk freely and make this vlog with nobody around me. The closest thing to like being able to talk peacefully and feel like relaxed while doing one of these vlogs. So I'm wearing my sunglasses because I got eye surgery recently, and otherwise I'd be like showing you guys my eyes, but also I'm not able to do eye makeup because of the surgery for a few weeks. I can't do eye makeup, so that's why I'm keeping my sunglasses on. I talked to you guys a little bit about my thoughts on this like new era and, you know, safety, stability being a myth. The whole idea of being able to be safe and stable, and something that I've been searching my whole life, the feeling of safety being a myth, and realizing that the only constant in your life is the unifying force that is God, or source, or whatever name you want to give to this unifying force that connects all of us. Everything that I wanted in life didn't come true in the way that I wanted it to, but better things always came. All the amazing things that ever happened to me came in a way that I could never have predicted, I could never have controlled. I keep taking breaks because my baby keeps throwing things and I keep having to pick it up. It's just like the age where she just throws things, wants you to pick it up, throws it, wants you to pick it up. So I'm just engaging in it with her. This is where I'm at in this journey, is just learning to find peace in the unknowing and just not knowing or not controlling, and just taking every day as it comes. So much has happened this year in 2025 that I not only wasn't willing to accept, but that I vehemently did not want. And in the moment, I just really wanted things to be a certain way, and I've, been building things around it. I've been hustling like crazy my whole life so that my life could be a certain way. And I've just gotten to a point in 2025 where it's like God was talking to me. I mean, I was having like these conversations with God, and God was repeatedly, in every way possible, like yelling at me that it's not going to be the way I want it. But it'll be better, but it just won't be the way I want it. And I was just like, how could it be better? Because my reality literally cannot conceive of something better than this. It can't be better than this. Than the way that I want. It can't be better than the way that I want. Like, how could anything you're doing to me be good for me? That's what I was telling God. How could anything you're doing for me be better for me? Be good for me? And God was saying, listen, you can choose not to accept what I'm saying, but then actual bad things will happen to you. You'll actually regret it. You will regret not listening to me. So I surrendered. And some of you watching this might think, oh, well, that's not God. That's a voice in the back of your mind. That's your subconscious mind. That's your repressed thoughts and feelings coming to the surface. That is God to me. That is God. Anything that comes from a place of a really at peace, anything that comes from peace. You know that in Judaism, one of God's names is peace. Shalom is the name of God. And I'm sure in a lot of religions it's like this. I think in the Hindu faith it's like this. Sawasti. That's how you know that God is speaking to you, is when it comes from a place that is so subtle and so quiet that you would have to really, really, really put yourself at a rest, at a nervous system rest, to hear the voice. That's how you know God is speaking to you. God is not speaking to you in a loud disco room with like loud God is not speaking to you when you're angry. God is not speaking to you when you are so distracted by a million things. God is often speaking to people that are broken down because they're forced to not be with distractions. Often speaking to people that are in nature because they're forced to be present. God often speaks to people that have hit rock bottom in their life because whatever the circumstances of their life were forced them out of whatever chaos they were in and into a place where they had to listen to the little voice, to their inner knowing, to their subconscious. That's God. So, anyone watching this, 2026, January 15, 2026, anyone watching this, I would implore you to, this year, try to hear that voice. And it might be so subtle that you can barely hear it. It might be like just little signs that you see, signs and synchronicities that you are seeing repeatedly, that you feel like this is just my own mind. This is just a placebo effect. This is just like, my mind is like making things up. Try to see those things. It's not just your mind making things up. It's God. That's what God is. That's what they're talking about. That's what all these people are talking about. And they're all using different languages to speak it, which is why, I think that a big part of my growth is learning different languages and always growing and learning about different cultures, myself, my child. And I don't think everybody has to, but for me, that's a big way that I understand the world and I understand myself. It's through this expansion, variety. And I don't have to go so far. I mean, right now I'm in the Muslim quarter in Jerusalem. Everyone speaks Arabic. It's a new language for me. I don't speak Arabic. I mean, I know a little bit of words. I'm trying to learn, but I mean, there's everywhere you are, there is so much to explore, and the more you explore externally, the more you are able to explore internally, because the world around you really becomes a mirror to yourself. The more you try to understand the world around you, the more you're able to understand yourself over time. I hope to someday understand a lot of things in my own personal life. Why did things turn out the way they did? Why did I control so much? Why did I put so much energy into this thing? And I was so good. I was such a good girl. I did everything that I thought I was supposed to do to get these things that I needed in order to be like the person that, you know, God wants me to be. God wants me to be a chill, relaxed person that's nice to everybody, that's, I don't know, like, this is just a good person. And in order to do that, I need to feel safe. Why is God repeatedly refusing to give that to me? You know, questions like this. And I feel like I haven't gotten all the answers exactly the way I would have liked, but I have gotten the most important answer, which is that I will get more answers in the future. And now my job is just to accept, to surrender to these things and accept that. And it's actually a very liberating feeling when you've done everything you can to push your life in a certain direction, and God, or if you want to call it circumstances, still telling you like, no, you can't have it. You can't have it the way that you want. You can't have life the way that you want. And also, you've been wrong about a lot of things. To be able to see that, God clearly telling me that I've been so wrong about so many things, and accept it. Stop trying to fight it. Accept that on the other side of acceptance is a much, much better life. Is so much growth, a much better version of myself, a much happier, more versatile version of myself. It is very liberating to realize that you don't know everything, because what is that? Baby jumped. Once you accept that you don't know everything, you're suddenly open to a world of possibilities. Accepting that there is more beyond your limited reality is what allows you to have so much better in life. Because how can you have better when you don't even believe that better exists? Because better doesn't exist in your reality yet. How can you have what you don't believe is even possible? How can you even open yourself to what you don't believe is possible? So accepting the unknown, accepting what feels new, and just going along with what is laid out in front of me, taking life every day at a time, every step at a time, every minute at a time, and not rushing things. And there was a season for rushing things, you know, for me at least. But now my season is not rushing things. Now my season is like an end. You know what? Like, I have been given all the tools to be in this season of not rushing things. Like, I am really just like able to go outside with my baby, watch the birds, sip a drink, talk to people. I've been getting to know so many wonderful people here. This community is so loving and caring, everybody. And you know, they might be like this everywhere, but I wasn't really opening my heart to it because I was on a mission. And now I'm able to see all the ways that blessings can come to me that I wasn't even open to. All right, my baby's getting a little restless, so see you guys later. Another thing I just want to quickly say right here is that I might be in a phase in my life, in an era where I'm surrendering and no longer hustling, like no longer gonna try to make things a certain way, just trying to be in my era of just existing and being present. But that might not be everybody's era right now. Your era might be hustling, your era might be forward motion. You know, there's like the masculine and feminine in all of us, where one of it is like vroom, 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 initiation, initiation, initiation. And the other one is receiving, 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 like surrendering. And you might be in your initiation phase. So whatever feels right for you, don't listen to anybody else's, like what works for other people doesn't work for you, you know, because they're all different. It might, but don't, you know, feel like you have to, you know, you see some influencers are right now in their initiation phase, you know, building, expanding. Some people are more in their surrender phase. They just want to exist. They just want to lean back and be relaxed. Like, you don't have to, you know, this is something that I wish I was told more often growing up, is like, deep down, you know what you're supposed to be doing. Deep down, you know what's good for you. That's what you should be doing, is whatever's good for you, right? You know, all the way deep down in your bones, that you know, nobody can feel these things for you. Wow, so pretty right here. Bless you, bless you. Check out this view. Look at that. So bad.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
I just woke up from a dream where you and I had to say goodbye, and I don't know what it all means, but since I survived, I realized wherever you go, that's where I follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow, so I'ma live every night like it's the last night, like it's the last night. If the world is ending, I wanna be next to you. If the party's over and our time on earth is through, I wanna hold you just for a moment. And